What's going on, guys? It's JLD and we are at New York Comic Con for the third time ever. And as you can see, I am Roman Reigns, the OTC, dressing up as Roman Reigns. I acknowledge you. So we're here for the third time at Comic Con. We're gonna be checking it out. I don't have anything planned at the moment, so right now I'm just exploring, but we'll see what happens. Right now, the only wrestling things going on right now are Mick Foley, Rikishi, and Joe Hendry, but that could change as soon as I enter this center right here. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. That way you get some of the best wrestling content out there. I tried to do my best with the hair, but it looks like it's getting attention for people, so that's awesome. So let's go check it out.
We started off right where the Nickelodeon stand was, where they had a SpongeBob pop-up where you could go into SpongeBob's house and even take a pic with him and Patrick. But my goal today was to explore a good amount of the convention and see what wrestling stuff was around. And as you can imagine, it was ridiculously packed. So we wasted no time heading to the stand where the scheduled wrestlers usually are, and lo and behold, there was Mick Foley, Rikishi, and Joe Hendry. Also, look at this custom Yeet belt, so freaking cool. But I wanted to do a walk around first before I go asking for prices and pictures, so let's keep it going. There's a stand with Jello shots. The last year there was a stand where they made celebrity candles of people's faces, so I'll have to come back here and get one of their Tony Soprano candles, because last year they were sold out. And usually when you go to Comic-Con, there's a lot of vendors selling tees, posters, signs, and plushies around.
The amount of people that are putting their ones up for your tribal chief has been awesome.
These mystery boxes are cool, but they are not worth the price at all. I made 2 YouTube videos on them and they almost always have the same thing inside. A lot of the stores here are usually repeat returns and are at many different conventions around the country, including the Gundam store, Bandai, Crunchyroll, and much more. I will say they had a lot of Pokemon stuff. I even like their full-size hoodie onesies, but they're way too expensive for me. Another thing I saw a lot of was Power Rangers. And it's always nice seeing the Power Rangers because I grew up watching them, so to see them up close in person was really freaking cool. I even have a bunch of Power Rangers stuff at home that I have as much as collectibles. A lot of parts on the floor are mainly comic books, but to be honest, I'm not crazy about comics. Then why are you at a comic book convention, JLD? Anyway, I started getting thirsty, so I went to the G Fuel booth and got myself a can to wake up some more. Use code JustLayingDown for up to 30% off your order at gfuel.com. But it was at this point I was getting a bit hungry, so I decided I could start walking outside until Mrs. JLD gave me some awesome news.
Alright, so we did a whole walk throughout the entire center, and it's just your typical Comic-Con. Pretty good. Nice stands, nice vendors, cool stuff. I say a good about 10 people acknowledged me as their tribal chief because Roman Reigns is the real tribal chief. But we're probably going to go over to the other side now. They had Rikishi, they had Mick Foley, and Joe Hendry. As far as wrestling, kind of like what I predicted, that was all that was there. Everything else was comics and movies and shows and little knickknacks and anime.
And the good news was that McDonald's was actually giving out free chicken Big Macs at their truck just for having the McDonald's app installed. But the question was, what's the wait time?
What would you guess is the wait time?
I couldn't tell you that for sure.
Probably forever.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Nah, you're good.
But just make sure you have the McDonald's app downloaded if you want anything.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll wait a little bit, but if it's taking too long, then I'll move over to other things. But we'll wait online for a little bit. So I ended up staying on the line. It's actually going pretty quick. Not quick, but it's moving, so that's a good thing. So we're getting free food and free merch in the process, so free McDonald's.
Luckily, the line was actually pretty fast, and this was mostly because they don't actually order anything. They just hand out the bags of the Big Mac as they're ready and just keep it going. Afterwards, you have the option to take pictures with their camera or go to a line where they can play one of their claw games. I went for the pictures because them claw games be rigged. But the chicken Big Mac was delicious. It even came with some small fries, well worth the wait and avoiding a $25 charge from some other food truck for the same amount of food.
All right, so I was able to get my McDonald's. It was actually a pretty quick line, not quick, but it went quick as possible. So I say about 20 minutes it took me to get to the end of the line, get my Big Mac with small fries and just enjoy the food. If you're just trying to save money, then I would say it's worth the wait to wait on the line. They are working pretty fast and they got the bags ready. There's no ordering. You just need to have the McDonald's app to show that you have it. But other than that, it's literally just a chicken Big Mac with fries. You don't get the opportunity to pick what you want, so it's just that, and it's passing out bags. But we're gonna meet up with some people real quick, and then we'll keep going and looking around. We still gotta meet Rikishi and the rest of them that are sitting there, so hopefully that is the case.
And now it was time to get another lap in around the center, and it was time to get some pictures in. So we were able to get some pics with Mick Foley and Rikishi, who were both very nice to me and loved my outfit and acknowledged me. I also got to take a pic with Zilla Fatu the next day, and we got to chat for a bit and even talked about a little bit of business and making content. Overall, I'm very satisfied with all three of them.
All right, so we ended up taking our pictures with Mick Foley and Rikishi. It was $60 each of them. It was $60 for a picture or $60 for an autograph, or if you wanted both, it was $100 for the combo. Rikishi acknowledged me. He said he acknowledges me. He also said to post a picture and he would retweet it, repost it. So that'd be pretty cool if he actually did. And Mick Foley also does acknowledge me. So that's really cool. That was pretty awesome. And as we continue to walk through, more and more people are just putting the ones up. I acknowledge you. Just putting one and one. Got a sticker too while walking. That's pretty cool. I don't know what it says. It's the verse right now. But yeah, as I was saying, more people are just putting their ones up. And they're like, Tribal Chief, Tribal Chief. Let's go. I'm not trying too hard to go on to everything today because I personally feel like I'll be here tomorrow, so I don't need to do too much. And tomorrow I'm just wearing regular clothes anyway, so I don't have to like do any kind of cosplay or whatever. I don't gotta put any kind of camera, film or anything. I'm more just a viewer tomorrow, but I figured today I'd do the whole setup.
Thanks for, wrestling over. So, thanks for that.
And you'll see me in Vegas getting my belt back. Legit belt.
Hopefully now. I don't know about
whether it's from the Final Boss or whether it's from the American Nightmare.
Why you gotta hit him with the quotations though?
There was an awesome Yu-Gi-Oh stand that was selling t-shirts and even skateboards with Exodia and the Egyptian god cards on it, but apparently they were so popular that one of the t-shirts that I wanted with Slifer the Sky Dragon was sold out of my size completely. But I did take their card in case I went to get it online, but that was enough walking for me. It was time to head downstairs. They had a WWE cosplay meetup going on made by the one and only Machoverse, so let's see what's going on over here. There were so many people cosplaying as many different WWE superstars such as Cody Rhodes, Macho Man, Undertaker, Sting, Montez Ford, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Bianca Belair, so many people, and I was happy I was able to be Roman Reigns for this event. I even got to make my entrance as Roman Reigns himself.
Acknowledge me.
This event was so cool. I got to take pictures with many of the people that dressed up, and I think this part of my day made everything even better. But after all of that, it was finally time to go home.
Alright guys, at the time of this recording, I went to day 2 of Comic-Con. Day 2 was more of just relaxing and exploring just a little bit, this time with Mrs. JLD and her brother, but the majority of the exploring and the narration you saw in this video was from day 1. And for the outfit, I had my Roman Reigns outfit for day 1. It was absolutely amazing. The amount of people that said that they acknowledged me, called out for Roman, wanted to take pictures with me, pictures of me. It was so freaking cool. It made this probably one of my favorite Comic-Cons at the moment of all time. And I even had the lanyard to go with it also. You can see I had the Saturday one, so it's a little different than the Friday one I had, but it was a really great time this year, and I really enjoyed my time there. And like I said before, there wasn't too much of wrestling this year. I felt like last year they had much more for wrestling fans, but still, it was a great time. They had Booker T, they had Mick Foley, they had Mandy Rose, they had Zilla Fatu, they had Rikishi, they had Joe Hendry, so it was still awesome to go check them out and see them. And they also had Jake the Snake I saw, as well as Sergeant Slaughter. For day 1, I didn't really buy anything. I only bought the photos that you guys saw with Rikishi and Mick Foley. That was really just it. And then for today, I ended up seeing Zilla Fatu also, so we got to exchange information and chat for a little bit. It would be awesome to have him on the channel. On day 2, I ended up getting this pretty cool poster that was like 20 bucks. I forgot where I got it, like the name of the vendor, but they had a lot of different wrestling themed posters like this. This one was the Undertaker and Mankind in their Hell in a Cell match. And I paid 10 bucks for the cover because it's an 11x17. Otherwise, I have a lot of these covers. And then the last thing I bought today was not really a wrestling themed thing, but I got a Power Rangers Megazord little figure that I'll put at my desk or something for my stream setup, which would be really cool. And then just some little free samples. They had a little flashlight they gave us, as well as like a pin from the Crunchyroll thing as well. But let me tell y'all, the food at Comic-Con is always going to be expensive no matter what. If you've been to Comic-Con, you know this already. But this year they had the McDonald's truck and they were advertising their chicken Big Mac. I made sure to get one on Friday and I made sure to get one today. As long as you had the McDonald's app downloaded, they were giving it out for absolutely free, and it is well worth the 20-minute wait versus spending probably about $50 or more on 2 people, which is as crazy as it sounds. And for day 2, I did not cosplay or anything like that. I just wore my OTC JLD t-shirt and just some cargo pants, and that was really it. I wanted to just explore and just check out what I didn't check out on Friday. I wasn't trying to just like be Roman Reigns again. But would I dress as Roman Reigns one more time for Comic-Con? Absolutely. Machoverse put on a really cool cosplay meetup for a lot of wrestling fans that dressed up as Cody Rhodes, Montez Ford, Bianca Belair, The Rock, and Sting, and just many others, and it was just so cool. Shout out to my Instagram followers that did see me and said hello. It was really cool to meet you guys, and to the people that I did follow already that were cosplayers, it was nice to see you again. And usually my Comic-Con videos are longer than this, but for my videos and my style of making these videos from here on out, testing out with Fanatics Fest, and with the big success of Fanatics Fest, I'm gonna just do narration as I talk to you guys and show you guys the whole freaking thing. Because if you've been to these conventions, you know there's just a bunch of crowded lines of people walking through back and forth looking at different vendors. Besides going to the panels, which I don't really do panels like that, other than that, and meet and greets that are down below, it's kind of the same thing every year. But that's it. I had a great time at Comic-Con yesterday and today. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way you get some of the best wrestling content out there. Take care, guys, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out.